Hello and welcome to the series of videos where we are discussing about SDF. In the previous video, we saw how we can configure constants in SDF using the @constant annotation. SDF supports two more ways to configure constants. One, through the JVM arguments that we pass when we run a Java program, or using the systems or properties programmatically. The second way is through properties. The java.lang.properties, we can provide the constants there and it will be configured as constants in SDF. We'll see how one by one. So first, let's remove the constants that we defined in the dependency providers. So it depends on objects and short date time. So let's change the ID. We'll change it to something like path, and this one date time pattern. All right, now we will pass the actual values from the JVM argument and see if it works. One more thing, if I show you the constant provider, let's delete this class itself, right? Delete, and we will remove it from here. All right, now when we set in the Java JVM argument or in system.properties, we have to prefix the argument with a specific key so that SDF will understand, okay, these keys are for SDF constants, right? So if I edit it in the VM argument, we have to give dash D, that is the required for Java JVM argument. Then the prefix is SDF underscore consts or consts dot will give our key. So here our key for object store, that was path, right? Equals dot slash arg path. I'll give this. So whatever key we provide in JVM argument, prefixed with this, the key will be only the value after this prefix. So in this case, only the path. So one we will provide in the JVM argument and one we will provide in the system properties, programmatically setting the arguments, right? So before doing init, we'll set the other one, system.set property. Again, the same thing, it has to be prefixed with SDF underscore consts dot date time pattern, and the value we'll give here is only HHMMSS. That's it. Now if we start, the expectation is it should create the files under the directory called argpath, and the file should be created with this pattern, hour, minute and second. So let's check that. See, the ID is hour, minute and second, and it is created under argpath. The same thing, this one and this one. Now let's see the other way. So let's first remove this. Okay, the other way is through properties. How do we do that? So we have to first define a properties, that is java.util.properties. We'll name it props, new properties, and we have to set the keys here. When we are setting specifically in properties, we don't have to prefix the key with anything, because whatever is mentioned here, SDF will consider all the properties as the constant values, right? So set property, first one is path, and we'll give prop path and props dot set property date time pattern, and we'll give the pattern as DDHHMMSS, only date, hour, minute and second, and we'll pass the properties here as an argument, and eventually we have to pass it in the dependency resolver config dot set properties. We'll pass the props here. Now let's start and see whether it is working as expected. As you can see, the ID is date underscore hour, minute and second, and the same file should be created in this prop path, which is this one. All right, so in this video we saw more ways of configuring constants in SDF. We'll see about other features of SDF in the next videos. Until then, happy coding and happy learning.